Roll a perception for me too.
Sure.
Jeez, was that your? Wow, jeez.
Yeah, well, I'm on it tonight.
You hear her very clearly. She just whispers under her breath, "Boys and their toys." As you get down to the lower basement where the forge used to be.
Mum, I'm not going to stand up to this this social stigma. Oh, it's all fine for girls to have to now.
Your dad sort of immediately puts all the mithril bits into like one of the big baskets, and he just like throws a handful of charcoal into the forge and starts bellowing. And then he pauses midway and says, "Wait, what did you want to do with him? What are you gonna make?"
Well, I spin my hammer around and I unscrew the pommel so you can see the mithril core. And I went, I want to beef this thing up.
Of course, of course.
This is exquisite make, by the way, Father. I'm very impressed.
Probably one of the best works in all my years. Now let's get to it, huh? And then he points over to some of the instruments and sort of, as time goes on, as he starts to work the bellows, he does like the surgeon type of thing, like hammer, calipers, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you eventually melt down, well, your father does this, he melts down a lot of the mithril. He sort of says to you, I'm going to just say this out of character because it's going to be really confusing.
Alright, I just want to make sure I take all my armor off and I like suit up properly for smithing.
Oh yeah. It's only going to cost you 2 pounds of that mithril to up your warhammer. And as he sort of pours the molten mithril into the core of the warhammer and then like solidifies it, and drenches it in water and whatnot, he just says to you, whilst holding up the completed warhammer with the mithril core, try to put your power into it right now. Let's see if it works.
I will do so. I take it in both my hands and I close my eyes and I focus.
You expend 1 spell slot, forcing all of your power into it, and the hammer starts to shake very violently and it shines a very bright light. And very slowly, it starts to burn for a split second until your father starts to like pour water onto your hands as well. And you hear it sizzle and steam goes everywhere. The outer,
I tank it.
The outer metal shell, I also roll a constitution save.
Sure. I got big boy constitution.
You take half of this in fire damage.
That's fine.
And then as the outer shell of the warhammer sort of melts away, you're left with nothing but like the mithril core, and you can feel it sort of radiates a small power in it. And it successfully stores the first level spell slot.
Cool. Wait, so that means I get 2?
Hey?
Does that mean that I've got an extra one? It's 2 instead of 1 now?
No, it's just 1. It's able to store the level 1 spell slot now.
I thought it could already do that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Did I say it could? I don't think I did.
I thought that was
but regardless,
how it's meant to be.
Anyway, it can hold 1 level 1 spell slot right now, and because it's now fully mithril, it also has a +1 to hit and damage.
Oh, it's a magic weapon. Will it turn into a magic weapon of whatever I put it in?
I'm gonna type it up.
Okay.
Just so it's easier.
A hamstring tallies.
That's fucking sick.
And your father just looks at you wide-eyed, very happy with his craft. You can, the both of you are kind of, sweating quite heavily after quite a long while of work. Yeah.
This is amazing.
Takes about 3 hours of crafting this, and as 1 hour passes the meeting time, and everyone's in the square, you all realize that Thorin hasn't returned.
Has to be like, hey, Thorin went to go and smith.
Yeah, I'd probably tell everyone that he might be a tad late. If he's not here, like, half an hour after, then we might go looking for him.
Well, he's dead to us.
We're like on a giant turtle in the middle of the ocean. I don't think
He's
would
not
have
getting far.
managed to get in any trouble. Yeah.
What's happening? I am writing day's events in the journal.
Go back to sleep, old man. You're alright.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. He passes out.
I kind of rubbed my hands together and I was like, I've got some ideas for the rest of this as well. I want to make I'm saying this like in character too. Yeah. Yeah, so like as I'm rubbing my hands together, I want to make a dagger. I want to. Do you know?
You cut out.
I said, do you know any runesmiths?
Runesmiths.
Yeah.
About it.
I've got a friend.
He points to the pouch that you had. Victor, the one in the tridents. He would know.
Alrighty. Awesome. Yeah, I've got a friend with a bow that I wouldn't mind beefing up a little bit either. And then I'm going to use the rest of it and hopefully fix up another friend of mine because he could probably use some more armor. So yeah.
What were you gonna do with the remaining 3 pounds of it? A dagger?
I'll hang on to it.
Oh.
I'll hang on to it for now.
Alright, gotcha. Alright, then in that case you eventually return to the rest of the party and you all join up again.
I walk up to them whirling the hammer around me like, look at this fucking sweet ass! Oh my god! This is fine. I eat shit and fall over, still spinning the warhammer and smiling like an idiot.
I love the idea that because it's just heavy armor and like the ground's really soft, he sinks like halfway up his body into the ground.
Yeah, I scoop myself up and be like, alright, I'm good for the day. And dust my hands off. I've probably still got like soot and stuff on me as well.
Tobias snaps his fingers and cleans you with irrigation.
Thanks, friendo.
Personal maid.
I think it just bugs Tobias's like low-key OCD.
I immediately reach down and scoop up a bit of mud on the end of my index finger, and I do like 2 war stripes on my cheeks, and just make eye contact with him and see what he does.
Well, that's symmetrical, so
I wipe one off.
snap fingers. Okay, moving on.
Cut off his forehead.
Cut off my forehead.
Cut off my forehead.
Anyway.
I think that that wraps up the day's like shopping list. What time is it roundabout?
About 5 p.m.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to going to sleep after that horrendous day we had. So I'll see all of you guys tomorrow, and hopefully Kira's awake and we can get some answers about what the heck that was about.
I agree.
Oh, that's right. I'll hand everybody back. Oh no, you don't get your money back because, yeah, we spent that. Makes no sense for me to give you a portion amount of my remaining money. So, yeah.
How much money do you have, Tobias?
89 gold now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like holding out on us or something.
No. If I hadn't found those rubies in the cave, we wouldn't have had enough for the diamond.
Fair
I feel
enough.
like that we spent 4 times as much as we needed to. Too.
Yeah, we actually it's not a bad thing actually because we basically
made
just
a profit.
materialized. Yeah, we just materialized 900 gold worth of diamond out of fucking nowhere, and I've broken it all up into little 100 gold worth mini diamonds as well. So we can just we need cash.
Yeah, good backup. And if we don't use it for money, we've just got a bunch of revivifiers banked.
I would like to save maybe like 2 or 3 handfuls of it, just so I can do it a couple of times.
Yeah, definitely. That's like last resort money.
Just to make Longshore feel better, I hand him 2.
Oh no, like just keep all of them and use them for revivify. We'll always get more gold.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Tobias heads towards the inn.
Ankle tapping.
Ah!
I head back home.
Alright.
Oh, and
Where does Carlius go?
He
To a
goes-
Dito's?
I was tempted, but no, I'll go to the tavern and have a couple of drinks first.
And
Oh, I'll join them for drinks before we go to sleep.
Longshot?
Yeah, I'll go to the tavern as well.
Alright. And
I'll probably drag Arcturus along as well, because he has no idea how to get
Yep.
Alright. So as everyone sort of heads towards the tavern, and Thorin, you're going with drinks as well, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, so as everyone sort of heads towards the tavern, you see that it's a lot more lively now, and there's quite a bit of chatter. Several people are sort of out and about. Some of them are already quite drunk at this time of day. But eventually you take one of the elevators up, for lack of a better word, and you find yourselves... I assume you're all going to go to the same room, if you will, and you all sort of
Yeah,
pop into the same room.
I wave to Abbott and Costello as we go past.
You disgust.
I whisper to our new wizard friend, he calls the bears that drive the elevators Abbott and Costello. I don't get it, but it makes him happy.
None of us know what it means.
And as all of you sort of take your seat, you see Big Bertha sort of come back, from the elevator too, and you can see the bears sort of groan a little bit and protest just from how heavy she is. That's so mean. And then she sort of waves her hands to everyone and puts down a large pitcher of ale and just says, "On the house for the saviors of Archerton."
Yay!
I thought the bears were just counterweights.
Yeah. And they're not happy.
I slap my hands down on the table and I'd be like, Arcturus has never had boozeberries before.
No.
Tobias tries to warn him with his eyes.
I shoot you right in
Guess I die.
That's it, roll up a new character. Like, how can you roll a death save? No, I'm stabbing you like 4 times in the chest.
Yeah, I assume we just order drinks and food and be merry.
So if there's nothing anyone else wants to do, you eventually settle down and, take a long rest for the night.
I would really like to try and feed Arcturus a boozeberry though.
Do you try to do it sort of sneakily, or do you say, "Hey, try this"?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, try this, Tobias. No, not Tobias. An old friend that we had one time tried one. And Tobias actually makes a fantastic soup with these things as well.
Oh, thank you, young man. And I immediately plop it into my mouth and start chewing.
I immediately do like a huge fist bump and go, yes!
Just roll a Constitution save for me.
Mm-hmm.
This whole fucking head just gets numb.
No, Constitution save. Yeah.
Your face immediately goes pow on the table, and you pass out.
As desired.
I just start clapping.
Half of the boozeberry sort of falls out of your mouth. You didn't even finish the whole.
Tobias sighs, stands up, and picks up Arcturus and says, well, good night, everyone. I'll get him to a room.
I just want the boozeberry.
Do you fucking die?
You eat this boozeberry, yeah?
No, he snorted.
Oh. Yeah, Constitution save too.
At disadvantage.
It's like half chewed and all gross. Oh wow, nicely done. Actually, wait, can I cast resistance on him when he does this?
So he adds it to the roll?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, you snort down the whole berry. And like one of the nostril that you snorted it in is like expanded in width for a while, and it starts to bleed a little bit because it's rips on the skin, but then it eventually closes itself.
Yeah!
How do you feel? Can you stand?
I don't want to try.
Hey, barkeep, can we have another pint of your famous ale?
She sort of smiles and says, "Coming right up." She goes away
Thank
really
you.
quick, and then comes back with another pitcher of ale. much colder than the one you had just earlier. It has a faint strawberry taste to it.
I'll take one of those lovely mushrooms.
How much for the pitcher of ale?
She puts a hand onto, like, her hand crosses your back to touch the other shoulder so that her breasts are uncomfortably close to your face, and then says, "Free for you. Free for you lot."
Oh, well, thank you. And
She gives you a
without
homely
thinking,
squeeze.
without even thinking, because I'm just looking absentmindedly, I just reach up and pat her on the tip. But thank you. But I pat her on the tip for whatever
She's
reason.
gonna punch you through the ceiling.
No, she gives you a nice, little tight hug, and then kisses you on the forehead as she goes away. Steps onto.
Oh,
the
actually,
escalator.
Can I get one of those mushrooms that makes you like fucking high as a kite?
Oh, yeah, of course. We actually had a pretty good harvest just before the winter. And then she pulls one out of one of like her apron pouches and then flicks it to you.
I like catch it in the air with my mouth.
Roll dexterity.
I guidance him.
Roll that guidance. Ah. So essentially, it flicks off your. How hard are you going to go for this?
Fuck it.
Like all out. I just
Then the mushroom sort of flicks off the tip of your nose, and as you try to trace it as it falls to the table, you just smack your face deep into it. Splinters go into your gums and whatnot, but you do swallow the mushroom.
yeah, boy.
And then you just see wild colors as you sort of sit back up. And as you sit back up, you see the table sort of multiply itself hundreds of times. And Tobias's face sort of swirls away into this deep, weird green mush. And the world just turns a little
which I've
weird.
never seen. Yeah, boy. I'm happy.
After all the fuckery that we've gone through after the last couple of sessions, it's nice to have just like a nice wholesome little session of day shopping and getting fucked up.
Wait, so who's getting fucked out of their mind? Out of character?
Aiden,
Aiden. Okay. Wait, who's Aiden?
Longshore.
Jacob.
Long shot. Okay. You're basically
Yes.
like, you're basically a college guy. Like
Pretty
basically.
much, yeah.
Yeah. Pingers and booze, same night, same time.
I like the idea that we save the fucking town and then like immediately come back and just get high off our mind in the tavern.
Yeah, in public, no less. Just fucking snorting previously chewed up booze berries. We've like knocked out this 50-year-old guy within like 10 minutes of sitting down at the table.
Couldn't keep up with us. It's a young man's game.
Sorry, excuse me. Man, I'm really channeling the Arcturus, aren't I? Fuck.
But does anyone else want to purchase any more beverages or illicit drugs?
Well, it's not illicit if it's legal.
No,
Oh no, wait. Isn't it? I thought it was, and Big
no,
Bertha's
it's straight
just...
up illegal.
Yeah, Big Bertha's just like totally just
Oh, okay.
a total... Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm just going to have probably the rest of that picture and then turned in for the night.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll drunkenly stumble home.
Alright. Collius. Everyone actually gets to roll a 1d12 plus 4.
Wait, what? Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
So as everyone sort of turns in for the night and eventually the sun comes up yet again, a lot of you sort of wake up feeling quite warm and refreshed from like the strawberry scented ale, and you can add whatever you just rolled into your temporary hit points for the day.
Hey.
Cool.
Rolled a 6. Still squishy.
Forever squishy.
I'm fairly squishy to begin with, so.
What's your hit points, out of curiosity?
Out of context? Oh, sorry, out of character, it's 45.
Damn,
Better
it's
than me.
fucking bigger than I am!
Leafy wizard.
Holy shit!
I have an 18 constitution score, so.
Oh, that explains it.
Jesus, I have 47.
25.
Yeah, I'm
Feeling
at 42. You're gonna be standing on the front lines with us. What the fuck?
I actually probably will be because I'm running mage armor and shield.
Oh, cool. Like
Yeah.
a battle mage.
Yeah, battle mage. Yeah.
That's sick.
As everyone sort of wakes up for the morning, and Thorin's at home, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so Titus eventually walks in, and as you're sort of getting prepared for the morning and whatnot, putting on your armor, he sort of knocks on your door and just says, Kira's awake. As for
Right,
everyone else who's in the tavern, the tavern sort of has like these blinds that are made of leaves. The leaves sort of give way, and then you see standing in the doorway Flip, the recon scout from long ago. He sort of gestures to everyone and says, "Oh, Kira's awake, and Titus told me to get the lot of you."
Right. Get up, get ready, and head over there.
Yep.
Bias has some probably veiled behind social niceties, but still stern words to say to her about what the heck, we were inside a turtle. Sort of.
So as everyone sort of makes their way towards Thorin's homestead, Thorin, you can say you can talk to her first, seeing as you're already there.
Alrighty. I kind of just, as I'm walking there, I just close my eyes and just enjoy the sound of not Aiden and not Carlius.
What's wrong with Carlius?
Everything.
But yeah, as we
Because she loves him more than you.
I arrive at the top of the tree first.
Oh no, no, she's still in your home.
Oh,
She's
okay.
just sitting on the bed. Your mum's not there, and your dad's not there either. But Titus is out the front.
Alright, I walk in and I sit down nearby.
Yep, I join in shortly after.
Yeah, I'll just be like, well, the rest of the gang will be here soon, so I think we should wait for them before we talk.
She gives you a very tired nod. You can still see like the dark bags under her eyes. But like 5-10 minutes pass, and everyone eventually comes in. Titus gives each and every one of you a greeting. The first 2 greetings are with his phantom limb, then he eventually realizes and uses his left hand to greet everyone.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is.
And all of you sort of come in, and you see Thorin sitting next to the bed where Kira is laying. And she's sat upright.
So,
You all did it, she says.
it seems so.
It would have been nice to know what we were getting into. Thorin says very bluntly and just like is totally unaware of Tobias drilling holes in the back of his head with his glare.
Nah,
She
he's
very-
probably not giving you a hard time for this.
She listens.
He almost got eaten, so...
And just says, "I had faith in you. You lot seemed capable after returning from Baron Bark."
You could have warned us.
Yeah, even any preparation. Tobias almost lost both of his legs.
My
And
deepest
drowns.
condolences. And then she flicks her bed sheets away, and then you see that from the knees down, she doesn't have her legs.
Oh fuck. My toes curl on my shoes and I go wide-eyed.
Everyone can see very slowly, just like little bits of her flesh start to wriggle a little, and like essentially regenerating her legs. Very slowly. But surely.
Oh, so you're fine then.
Yes. It'll take some time though. And it wears me out.
Well, walk it off. Ooh.
I feel like the rest of my friends are more upset at you than I am, but I can't get over how grateful I am for you fixing my mother. And I kind of like bow my head again.
It's not a problem. She's truly a blessing to this town. The people look up to her. It's nice to have a priestess everyone can trust.
If only we could say the same about the resident god.
She laughs.
So,
Did you know there were crocodiles?
No. I had figured there'd be some predators, but I'm sure
We
you
were
guys would have
fighting
taken them
15-foot tapeworms!
Zero warning.
at the... As soon as you say that, she sort of immediately narrows her eyes, and she says, "Describe them." Suddenly, a serious tone.
Oh, she wasn't expecting that at all. I'll let the man with the way with words do it.
Tobias explains what the worms look like.
Oh, cop out.
And when they like chew on you, and he starts to describe how the acid feels, and yeah,
She
I
asks, "Did you feel anything else other than the physical pain?"
I cast
No,
resistance
the
on him just
physical
to...
pain was pretty attention grabbing.
I cast resistance on him to help him deal with this 1,000-yard start.
Everyone who has been bitten by a worm in the past
Oh, they fucking laid eggs in us.
can roll a history or arcana. Or investigation, whichever one's higher for you. Only the people who have been bitten, so I don't know if anyone can remember that. I can't remember it, so you can all roll except for Arcturus.
I don't think I was.
Yeah, you got fucked up by the gators, but...
Yeah, I never got bitten by a worm.
Well, I don't know shit.
Yeah, me neither. I stare
So-
blankly at Tobias.
Everyone is sort of more focused on the physical aspect of it, but Tobias, as you sort of think back a little bit more, you could feel that as you were fighting the worms and you got bitten and whatnot, a sense of despair and hopelessness, more than what you would normally have.
More than is normal when being
Yeah, Tobias like looks thoughtful and thinks back, and then slowly says, "Now that I think about it, there was this sense of like despair when I was close to them."
She
Sure,
mutters
that
to
makes
herself very slightly, then looks at you again and asks, "Was there anything else down there, other than the worms?"
I was just about to say, yeah, there were, Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you.
There was a kobold and a bunch of what were those frog things? Troglodytes?
Yeah,
Yeah. And they were doing some sort of ritual that involved an old dialect of Infernal, memory serves.
The kobold, did you take anything from it?
Couple things.
Life.
We took a couple notes. I don't think it had anything else, though.
Oh yeah, Carlius did take a knife, right? A dagger.
No, we took its life. I don't think there was a dagger.
I could swear there was a dagger, but I might
Nah,
be
there was like
misremembering.
notes, a broken staff, a silver tooth. That's about it.
I think
Who's got the tooth? Do you have the tooth?
I
Who's got the
don't think-
fucking...
I don't think I took the tooth, but I probably would have
didn't
taken the
take it.
notes.
I don't have it either. I'll check it.
Oh, well,
We're all just checking our pockets like, oh, fuck.
I'll show her the notes though, and I took a sketch of the infernal writing on the wall. I'll show
she
that.
sort of reads over it a few times and ponders it for a minute, then eventually looks up at you and says, these are the scriptures of the Moor. The lettering
Oh.
seem familiar.
Can you read it?
If there were... No. But if there were
Sorry,
kobolds,
I'll be right back.
troglodytes, and worms deep in Archerton, then... It would suffice the reason that the kobolds led the worms there, but for what purpose? Then she thinks about it again and says, the kobold must have come from the moor somehow. This I can be sure of, if it's been casting arcane runes that use these kinds of scriptures.
So
Do you
not
think this is-
sorry or-
Kira, do you think that this is maybe and I look over at Arcturus, and then I kind of like do a thing with my eyebrows and be like, do you think this is his doing?
Can we drop the pronoun game?
Okay.
I'm old and stupid.
It wouldn't be
No.
the question. It could very well be him.
Oh, that guy. Fuck. Sorry.
I turn back to Arcturus and I say there is very good reason we don't say the name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You do?
Yeah,
What? Say his
I
name. Do
read.
it.
I
Do
read
it,
a
nerd.
lot. I
we
read way
talking
too
about?
much.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about the one, that guy above number 6. You know, that guy.
Ah, yes, Otto.
Yep, that's the one. No, wait. So we don't. Really quickly, you don't say his name, but are you allowed to say his title or whatever?
I don't know how much I can say in and out of character without metagaming.
Yeah, like, no, I'm asking this out of
As
character.
soon as the thought enters your mind for Arcturus. Roll a wisdom save.
What?
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, shit's about to go
okay.
down.
Yeah, I was asking out of character, but okay. Wisdom save. Well, I'm good at this shit apparently, so hopefully this
Oh,
goes
yeah.
well.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Just a little.
Suddenly, blood sort of comes out of your ears and nose, and then, pow! You take half that amount of psychic damage. As soon as you think about him.
Dang. It's rough.
Direct drop.
And you just start bleeding from every orifice imaginable, and Kira looks at you with a sudden pain of concern. And then she lifts up
As she
a
rightly would.
she lifts up a hand to think about healing you, but then just droops it down like she's completely out of energy.
I get up and I move over.
Ow.
Ow, indeed.
I'll take this to my normal hit points because I can actually recover them.
A bit of concern. Like, he just suddenly starts bleeding from his eyes and
Uh,
nose.
it would just
mouth.
completely rid you of your temporary hit point.
Aww.
Yeah, it
I can't-
through it.
It always hits temporary 1st Can't
That's
choose.
lame. Okay. 45.
Actually, instead of a healing spell, perhaps a short rest is in order.
Don't ban it yet.
Push Kira out of the bed.
Okay, yeah, I see. So it's 7 underneath that. Okay. 3. Yep. Fucking
And she just
43.
goes, "Don't let your mind wander too much," she says.
His power is immense, and his reach is far.
You guys are talking about him, no problem. That's the weird part.
We've got. Yeah, I can't talk
Long
about it.
story. Trust me.
Yeah, I can't talk about it. Also, that happens to us.
So, what's the next step? We went down into the guts of the giant tortoise that apparently lives under Archerton, which
I think
is
we've
new to me.
safety for now, right?
Yeah.
So what's
but-
next on the list? Do we go after Grunthal and Korvoth? Whatever that amalgamation is?
I don't think we can take on a giant. So
No.
Not with that attitude.
We were planning to go through the Trident, though.
yeah. Well,
And,
I was
actually-
thinking- Sorry,
you guys go first.
yeah, Carlius was thinking about it. He's like, you know what, we should probably head towards the Trident and at least stop by because I wouldn't mind calling in, seeing a couple of people along the way for reasons.
Right.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Let's go.
It's probably for the best that he stops in and
yeah.
gets
And
away.
Tobias.
My father, actually, he set me up with some contacts and people that we can go and talk to.
You hear the grinding of stone as Kira sort of procures a set of fairy stones that you're quite familiar with, and she says,
Oh,
This will take you back to the mainland, but if you choose to do so, it might be a little difficult to come back.
I can imagine. So we have to be ready to go.
The Vestergaard troops will no doubt still be perched along the beachside and whatnot. You won't be able to take the main roads, but I do know of one safe route that could at least get you closer to border crossing.
Are we gonna have to go through the mines of Moria?
No.
We could go back through Barenberg.
There is a swamp just to the north of the teleporter, where you're familiar with. There's a woman there. She thinks about it. Or was it a man? It goes by the name of Olava.
It.
He or she, it, will be able to take you past the crossings.
Can I roll something to try and see if I recognize, just from what she's inferring, that this might be a hag?
Excuse me.
No, it's not a hag.
Okay.
Would
You'll
that
just know
like
straight up.
trig any legends or knowledge that I might have come across?
Roll history. Actually, everyone who lives in L6, you can also roll history at advantage.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna mark this out just in case it was not very clear, but bam, that X marks the
Right.
spot. Ah,
Wait,
Yeah.
Well, that's a
you
1.
roll history at advantage. You're gonna regret this.
you don't live in L6, so you don't.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're not an L6 native. Also, I'm pretty sure Tobias and I are both sages, so we can do this.
I am literally a historian.
Ah.
I think
okay. Well,
I think the person that we can go to learn more is
Sitting in front of us?
Kira, yeah.
we've had a lengthy discussion. You would know that Olava's swamp is fairly inhospitable, uninhabitable.
great.
So
More water.
it's like I guess like a natural sanctuary, so people won't go in too much. Like there's a reason why the Vestergaard soldiers skirted around it, not just take that whole place.
Excuse me.
But then she just further explains that Olava's going to be able to take you past border crossing.
Is there any other way we could do this that doesn't involve trudging through swamp? Because
We could
We've
go
had
through
some really
Barenberg. That
bad-
place is friendly territory now.
Is it though?
More or less.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It depends. We can...
Do we want to take Arcturus there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got loads up here.
You would all know it's empty.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. It depends.
We'd have to dodge soldiers on the way there, though.
Well, I'm specifically about Arcturus. He would need a just for the sake of, especially if we're gonna, there's a chance that we might bump into Gertus, or if time does that thing again, it might be important that he meets our friend.
I wish you guys would stop being so cryptic.
Hey man, I would, but I don't want to bleed from my eyeballs.
Yeah,
Oh.
Tobias looks like genuinely sympathetic because he knows it must be frustrating, but he says, I wish we could too, but we literally can't. It's not a question of choice.
I can't. I just don't want it.
All in favor? And I raise a hand.
Of Swamp or Barenbark?
Of Arcturus meeting thing.
I'm not in favor, but I think it'll happen one way or another if it's meant to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
if he's going to be coming with us, then he kind of needs it. It's the only reason that we're still here.
Agreed.
Like we would have been stomped into the dirt long ago without it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Turn to Kira and say, is there anything you could do to insulate someone against and he like waves a hand vaguely in the air. You know.
Deific influence.
Yeah.
I can. It will just take a slightly lengthy ritual.
To clarify, how long is slightly lengthy?
About 3 hours.
That's not too bad.
Well, if it won't tax you over much, then that might be the best going forward. That way he doesn't get cut to shreds on time-frozen snowflakes or something.
And who amongst you needs this? Just him? And she looks to Arcturus.
If I can have it from you instead of him, I would probably enjoy that.
And Tobias gives like a slow nod at that and says, yes, I think so too.
I want to rely on him as little as possible.
She sort of zones out a little bit, and she peers deep into the threads that make the two of you, and eventually comes back to consciousness and says, his influence has reached deep in the both of you, especially you, and looks at Tobias.
Yeah, kind of regretting that.
I don't think I'll be able to do it on my own if he's already set his power into you.
Oh well, worth a shot. Not losing anything that didn't expect to already be lost. But yeah, if you can insulate Arcturus, that would help keep him safe, I think.
She nods and looks at Arcturus. She holds out a hand and says, come, sit.
Okay. Oh, my back.
Now, close your eyes.
My eyes are almost always closed, but okay.
As you close your eyes, you feel a strange influence sort of reach into your threads of existence. Roll a wisdom saving.
Where's my wisdom at?
I really like the idea that Arcturus has no idea that he's literally holding hands with a god.
I think we gave that game away.
You take half of this damage.
Oh my
And
god.
You feel,
I die.
You feel as though she reaches into your existence and like rips out a handful of threats. It immediately hurts you for that amount of damage for psychic, so that'll be a full.
Yep.
But then she replaces the missing parts with her own threads.
Okay, well, I'm sitting on 24 hit points, so
And it only heals you for that amount.
great.
Yeah, short rest is definitely in order after this.
Yeah.
So, did that look painful to outside observers?
No. As far as everyone's concerned, he's just meditating for the 3 hours.
Cool.
Oh, this happens over the course of 3 hours. Okay, shit.
Yeah.
So it's not like, ugh, I'm dying. It's more like, oh, I have a really bad headache. Oh, it's getting worse. Oh, it's getting worse.
Yeah, and your wisdom is just to sort of maintain your concentration and like keep yourself focused and whatnot.
Right.
I like to imagine it's the mental equivalent of eating like a ghost pepper or something.
Well, while they're doing that, we may as well break, get supplies, and get ready for the journey. Like, we can do that out of character, just instead of going on another shopping trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can eat like anti-poison stuff to go through the marsh.
I'm really not looking forward to that. I might get some like waxed paper or something so I can wrap up all my books, waterproof them.
That's good.
How much are healing potions?
35 gold.
35 gold? Alright, I'm gonna buy one.
That's for the -7 ones, right?
It's like I wrote it down somewhere already.
Isn't it 3d8
I
minus
need
4 or
to
something?
Yeah, 3d8 minus 4.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'll buy a shitty one. So I've got one normal one that I have left over and one terrible one.
You can never actually buy the buffed ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was from you know who.
I might buy another 2 of those healing potions as well.
Yep. So 35 gold each.
So it's 70.
You can also, if you wanted to buy antitoxins and whatnot, it would just cost 25 gold each.
Beg your pardon?
I'll type it out.
Yeah, I'll purchase some antitoxins. I mean, well, I won't, but I will eventually.
How big is there still forest that I could go foraging?
In Archerton?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's huge. Bunch of animals still around.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go forage and look for natural antivenoms and antitoxin.
Ah. Okay. Give me
Because I
1
have-
sec.
I have 13 gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna let. I'm gonna try and rely on Longshore for this one because I'm running low as well.
Oh, excuse me, I'm very tired. Oh,
So
I'm
some
sleep.
Hold on, give me a sec. I wrote this down somewhere. And I can't remember. Oh yeah, as you sort of walk along the bottom floor of like the marshland and whatnot, you eventually come across one of the areas, actually near the orphanage, and you see a fairly large cluster of like white petaled flowers. It's like a bit of a bush, if you will. And you know that these are called Mithridates, that if you boil them, can kill most poisons.
I pick as many as I can carry. So how many will I need per... Thank you.
Finish. Alrighty.
Obviously, I will also point out that Mithridate cures like quote-unquote low-level poisons. Like most of the animals that you come across that have poison can cure.
Cool.
And I have lesser restoration in case shit gets bad.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Cryogenic like you.
Alright, is there anything else we need to prepare for before we make the trip? Because we won't be able to come back. Should we try and establish a way of getting back, or are we going to be gone for so long that we may as well not worry about it?
Does Archerton have a teleport circle?
Well, that's how we're getting back to the mainland.
Yeah, but does
Archerton, the
Archerton
city
have one?
itself, does not have one.
Damn. Oh well, I might take like the best sketch I can of the town square before we leave, so I've got a target for teleport later on.
That's a good idea.
And how much would it cost for some wax paper to wrap up my books and stuff so they don't get swampy?
Can't you just press to digitate it?
Not permanently.
Ah, right.
It's 900 gold per foot, isn't it?
How many books do you have?
A vague amount that suits my needs. As
Let's just say a gold will cover you for sure.
Okay.
Oh, let me see. Oh, that's actually way too much. Let's just say a silver will cover you for sure. Because like these candles don't cost much at all.
Cool. Yeah, and I'm gonna take some time to get a sketch of the town square and like pick up a couple of rocks from it as well, so I've got a strong link to it for teleport, which is still a fair few levels away, but it might come in handy.
That's a good idea.
Does Archerton have any transportation sigils?
Transportation sigils.
Yeah.
I have no idea what those are.
It's a spell. I forget what it's called though. Hold on.
Teleportation circle.
Yeah, that one.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just about to get that. So excited.
good spell.
You guys
It's
have
a
5
very
fairy
good
stones, by the way. Kira would have given it to you.
Okay.
Cool. I'm good to time skip till Arcturus is done if you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Is everyone good?
I just want to juggle the fairy stones to make Tobias uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's looking very nervous.
As he's juggling, I'm like swishing my hand between the arc that they're moving in.
Tobias forces
Kira's
himself
just like,
to
do you have
turn
to do
away.
that right here?
Alright.
What was that twice?
I guess if there's nothing else you guys wish to do, you can use the teleporter stand to teleport.
Oh, what
All right.
So everyone sort of throws your fairy stone up high above you, and it cracks open. A bright beam sort of shines down on a lot of you, and before you know it,
Hold on. I say a very goodbye to people.
oh yeah, you get like various hugs and slaps on the back and whatnot, and people wish you
Alright, I didn't-
farewell and good journeys.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
I didn't
you
want to
also
just be like, where did Darn go? Oh, he left again.
You also get
Sorry,
a
Dad.
small white pearl charm, like a necklace, from one of
I-
the little kids in the orphanage.
Oh,
I wear it always.
Why is this game so wholesome?
I'll give it time.
I killed a halfling by people's elbowing him in the nuts. And that's
wholesome.
just enough damage to push him over the edge and he died.
Yeah, you weren't around for when we were literally like pushing our way through giant meaty sphincters in the walls and all that good stuff.
And killing zombie babies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Good times.
Ah yeah, repressed memory.
Getting sent to pocket dimensions full of tormented, horrified souls that were mentally scarred Aiden for life, and
Just constantly reliving their last moments over and over.
yeah.
Jeez.
I'm gonna
Serious
remove
business.
the Vestergaard banners because you guys wouldn't know where they are anymore.
Fair enough.
But you'd still know Nine Hearts, like, take it. But as you guys sort of pop into existence in the teleporter, you're same in like the very thick grove sort of place, near the main road. Immediately as you come into existence, everyone roll perception.
As we come into existence.
I'll be so mad if the fucking refugees are still here.
they tell you that.
I'm gonna be so mad. Holy shit! Jack and I have been rolling the exact same natural roll on perception rolls all night.
Apparently my glasses is fogged up again.
Yeah,
Arcturus,
teleportation, change
you
in
are-
elevation.
Wow, that rhymed. Damn. You're a bard. Arcturus, you're not used to teleportation in this sense, because the one that you got from Demon's Reach was like some machine of some sort. You've never done it from a stone. As soon as you come into existence, you immediately plop onto the floor and start throwing up, very just retching. All of your lunch. If you had temporary hit points, they're all gone now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like, from throwing up. And as you guys come into the
Wait,
road-
didn't we have a short rest sometime?
Yeah, we took a short rest and all that.
Okay.
So you can roll some hit dice and get that health back that got fucked out of you.
but everyone sort of hears, I guess, for lack of a better term, a large group of people on the main road sort of marching. In what direction you can't discern just yet, but you do know that they number in the hundreds. Quite
Let's
nearby.
go say hi.
This glade we're in is like hidden, right?
Oh yeah, very, very hidden. Like no one knows you guys are in here, but they are marching by.
I'm gonna go up a tree for posterity.
Yeah, I'm going to be hiding as well because fuck that.
I don't move because I'll clink clank.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay close to you so I can turn us invisible if we need to, but I think they'll just pass the glade by.
We'll wait it out. Can I guidance Longshore as he scuttles away?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, thank you. I
so-
fire arrows randomly into the marching column.
So as everyone sort of like freezes like a deer caught in headlights, if you about a good 30 minutes of solid marching, before they start to head off into the distance, and the last of the marchers sort of go by, and the coast seems to be clear.
It's a lot of dudes.
So I assume that was Vestigard.
We'll have to wait for Aiden to get back.
Could I see them from up my tree?
Depends how much you want to expose yourself.
Like just enough to see them.
You would be able to see their banners. They're very much Vestigard troops for sure.
I come back and confirm that.
How many did you say? Just ballpark it.
Hundreds.
Fuck.
Thousands even.
Well, at
were
least-
marching, they marched past for a solid half hour.
If there's that many troops running around, maybe going to Barenbach isn't as safe as we might have thought it would be.
Possibly not.
Yeah, may as well head for the swamp. As much as I'm loath to say that,
Yeah.
It's alright, we've got our rings, it's fine.
it doesn't make me feel any better.
The worst way to lose a character.
Well, at least there's probably no sharks, right?
Hope
In the
not.
swamp.
There's gonna be more alligators though, no!
So as a lot of you finally see the Vestigard troops sort of go off into the distance and the way becomes clear, you cross the main road fairly fast, I assume. You're not gonna
Yeah,
lead
not sticking around.
Yeah. So the snow sort of leaves fairly obvious tracks as you exit the main road and you enter the next bit of forest. It's very obvious that a lot of the leaves have already fallen off, so you're not going to get too much concealment out of it.
Wait, what? Sorry, we're leaving tracks at the moment, or they've left tracks?
You guys are leaving tracks as you exit the main road.
Okay, as I move around, as we move around, I'm going to prestidigitate the tracks away. Just smooth them over with snow. Is that doable?
I'm pretty sure our ranger
Can you roll?
handles the tracks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can.
Yeah,
just
he does.
do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just checking.
Can you roll a survival for me?
No.
Alright,
I
well
wanna-
then
I
your
wanna-
tracks are fresh in the snow. And as
I
you
want to guide
continue
us
to
this
the
one as
forest,
well. Oh, this would.
So you guys continue into the forest, and Aiden does his best to try to cover the tracks. So you don't spend your whole time trying to cover the entire tracks. You sort of cover off a good few hundred meters away from the main road, just so if anyone wants to look, they wouldn't see anyone leaving.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you're able to make a fair good distance out into the forest. Let's say I think it was like 100 for 8 hours, so you can actually get right into the swamp. So you get to about there, and it hits about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and you're at the very edge of the swamp. Just looking in, you see various like low-hanging trees, and despite the snow, these trees seem to have leaves and whatnot. And there's a small green like fog sort of hanging above the shallow water.
That's not good.
All in
No.
favor of spending the night outside the swamp? Say aye.
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 Aye, Captain.
Alright.
Tobias casts Leomund's tiny hut.
I love this spell.
Nothing interrupts you as you do so. They eventually erect a little dome. You can also control the temperature in it, so
As he's doing that, I'm paying close attention to the evocation that he's making. I'm writing it down. Is that something that I can do or not?
You actually have to be taught a spell to.
No,
I
I'm
have it as a
I'm just
ritual,
writing down the
so-
evocation, not the actual spell.
Well,
So
once you've made camp, I'll just share it with you. I've got a bunch of rituals that I'm pretty sure you can just copy.
Oh, okay.
I think there's probably a gold cost to it though. I think you have to spend gold to copy it into your spellbook.
Oh, okay.
I've got a couple rituals as well that I can share with you.
Great.
It's to
I've
be
got,
in your spell list though.
I got a couple that I can share with you guys.
I can't write them down. I don't have a spellbook. I'm a cleric.
Yeah,
Ah.
only wizards can do that.
Yeah. Wizards and sorcerers, yeah?
No, just wizards and
Okay.
warlocks.
Wizards and warlocks, yeah.
Alright. But then, yeah, you erect the barrier, you change it to summer, I assume. So it's nice and toasty.
Yeah, temperature control. I like Set it to what I think is comfortable, and if anybody complains, I'll probably cave and change it. I don't care enough about it to get into an argument about it.
I just
Ready.
rage constantly, no matter what.
Does
Shall we,
everyone just want to consume a ration, or did you want to make something fancy?
I was gonna say, should we send Aiden and Carlius out to forage a little bit, and we can sit down with the wizard and share some spells?